we went to Oklahoma for a couple of days, and winning at San Diego State got off to a good start.
What are your thoughts on Irvine?
Well, they got a good team. I think RPI they're like 58, 59, something like that, or they were, and then they've won 2 games since I looked at it. So obviously, a lot of people think that they're a good team other than us. But 10-4, return a lot of players. I think they returned 10 guys on last year's team that played Louisville in the tournament, and probably should have won that game. And of course, they're ridiculously huge. I mean, Allen Fieldhouse may not have ever seen as big a team as what they will tomorrow night playing Cal Irvine.
How do you attack a team with size like that?
I don't think you can. I mean, we can't. I mean, you can't. You know, I guess if you put a couple, somebody on somebody's shoulders, maybe you could. But no, you can't. And the things that we try to do is easy in practice, but you're passing over 6'6" or 6'5" as opposed to 7'6". And I don't know what his wingspan is, but it's got to be 8 foot, you know. And so it'll be different. But they got good players around him. I mean, they're good at all spots, and they're well coached.
Do you have a strategy to kind of get them away from the basket?
Well, he's not going to leave the basket that much. You know, we set a lot of ball screens, so maybe he'll engage in ball screens, but it's hard to get a guy away from the basket if he plays zone. So they'll play a lot of 2-3 zone.
How's your guys on your toughness category looking at?
Yeah, I thought we played pretty tough, and with the atmosphere and everything in San Diego, I think our defense has been better the last couple of games. Obviously, our percentages have been a lot better. So, you know, I would like to say we're gaining on it. We just still don't rebound the ball like we should, but you know, I wouldn't give it an A by any stretch, but we're not failing in that category. But we can certainly still be tough. Yeah, I think so. I think it did what it needed to do. You know, you go back and look at it. We played a couple of teams that haven't had as good a years as what they were maybe projected to have. But you know, I looked at other teams in our league, and I mean, there's not very many teams in our league that would, you know, that can say they played, you know, a Michigan State, a Vanderbilt, a UCLA type, San Diego State on the road, and then an Irvine. You know, Harvard's obviously a nice team. So there's not a lot of teams that played a better schedule, but it probably hasn't been as demanding as what it has been in years past. And maybe that'll end up being good for us because maybe it didn't wear us out as much. You know, I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I think it's been we've had enough games that I think will have prepared us for league.
Are you already looking at the league games as a coach?
You know what? Yes, but not until I was looking at the league games. You know, over Christmas, I got a chance to see OU play basically 3 times for the most part, and being in Oklahoma, it was definitely something that was watched by a lot of folks, and so I think I've seen Baylor play a couple of times. But I won't start studying Baylor till after the game tomorrow, and I feel like I know Oklahoma a little bit better because I had a chance to watch them play 3 times over the weekend, or over last week.
Let's go.
Sunday game with non-conference.
Yeah.
CBS, and this year you guys are getting into. Is that? Do you like that game? Having usually having that game, non-conference game, or are you playing a conference game?
No, I didn't necessarily like it, but you know, we haven't had, if I'm not mistaken, Rustin, we haven't had a week off because of that Sunday game. We've always started the league a game behind everybody else has, if I'm not mistaken. So they got a week off and we didn't get one. So I'm actually fine with everybody having the same schedule. I'm fine with that. I don't think any coach is happy that the SEC Big 12 Challenge falls in the middle of the conference season. But obviously it'll be a great exposure day for our league and for the SEC. But we are getting right into it. And, you know, you're playing. I don't know what Baylor's ranked right now, or top 20 team, and then you're playing the second-rated team or whatever OU is in the country. You know, your first 2 games certainly it puts pressure on you to be good early.
Do you think the rotation is getting set for Big 12?
I don't know that I would go quite that far. Against San Diego State, we played 6 bigs in the first half, so obviously probably not that much, but it's going to be tightened up. I don't know that it'll happen tomorrow just because of I want to see some more, but it's going to be tightened up probably come Saturday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.